I'm Michael Reeves. I'm the refuge biologist out at Meadows National Wildlife Refuge. I am a birder. I love birding, and it was the first thing that introduced me to biology in general, so it's near and dear to my heart. This bird count in particular is important because it stopped the trend of hunting that was a traditional Christmas hunt from before 1900. And this guy, Frank, came along and said that instead of shooting them, we should count them. So from Christmas Day of 1900 forward, we've been doing this Christmas bird count, and it's the longest running citizen science project in the world. And it's nice to be a part of that long-standing data set, as well as introducing new people to birding in general. I like bringing my kids birding, and it's something they can do, my wife can do. Really any skill level, physical ability, you name it, you can still bird. To me, I think birds sell themselves. They're very beautiful creatures. So what I tell people often is if you see a bird and you don't know what it is, keep looking at it until it flies away, because a lot of times you're not going to get another shot at seeing field marks to identify that bird. But then from there, at least for me, I like to go through the field guide and see if I can match those field identification points to a bird I see in the book. And once that happens, I'm like, it's probably a good shot, that was the bird. I'd get involved with your Audubon Society, really. I mean, they're going to have a lot of your resources of where you can go birding. Personally, I know a lot of Audubon Societies will help kickstart some gear, that kind of thing. They'll get you more involved in the birding process. As far as Meadows Christmas bird count, we are almost always on the first Friday of when Audubon opens up the Christmas bird count. And you are always welcome. All levels of birders, we want you. We want to introduce you to conservation and birding in general. Yeah, so don't be scared. The best bird to see is the roadrunner out here, because I'm from the south, and that's just a bird that we don't see at all down there. Also, they always make me laugh when they run because they are goofy. And they're pretty easy to identify. They're fast, rather large ground birds. They're usually running, and they're kind of black and white. They have some blue coloration in breeding season. So if it's a big bird running on the ground, it's most likely going to be your roadrunner.
I was most surprised and excited by the red crossbills today. The flock of 3 that flew in, landed in the tree briefly, and then continued on. It's a bird I've never seen in Death Valley. I've been birding here for about 2 years. I know they've been recorded before, but it's not a common sighting at all. And it's definitely a seasonal sighting. That's a northern species that when they do show up here, the few rare time that they do would be in the wintertime as a migrant. So it was exciting to see that bird. I didn't expect to see it all today. And I know that traveled probably a pretty good distance to get here from their breeding grounds up north or high in the mountains, wherever that might be. And it was identified, so I first heard them, which clued me in that they might be crossbills. They have a very distinctive sort of rattly chatter flight call, and then as they flew in and landed, I was able to get one of the 3 individuals in my spotting scope. I was able to see their distinctive crossed bill and sort of some of the other field marks, like the plain greenish face, a little bit of streaking on the belly. They were all, I believe, immature birds or maybe an adult female, but they were all yellow-greenish compared to the adult male, which would be the bright red.